Okay, first things first, I'm not letting you guys vote for anything ever again. This is why we can't have nice things. For the second time, I gave you guys 4 options to vote for, and the overwhelming majority of you, again, picked the worst sounding one. This time, that was the app that stole Christmas. Do you guys not like me? Look, I don't want to drag this out any more than I have to. This movie just doesn't deserve the effort. You guys know I tend to talk about things I like before I bring my more aggressive criticisms to the table. And there's a whopping one thing that I liked. This movie is relatively short. Without the credits, it's maybe 55 minutes. Okay, on to the negatives. Literally everything else. Before the movie even really gets started, there are some huge red flags. Red flag the first, this movie wasn't even produced by a real studio. This was produced by a music studio. I don't know if you know this, but music studios actually produce music, not movies. My biggest fear was that this was just going to be an incompetent, sloppy mess made to promote like 3 people's music. I mean, I was like 30% right. Major red flag the second, when they do their little title card, the subtitle is literally just the message of the movie. Now, I know I've used the phrase show don't tell pretty frequently, but that's not what the fuck I mean. Yeah, show don't tell, but also don't literally show me before the movie starts, jackass. Keep in mind, we are literally 5 seconds into this movie, and I'm already bracing for impact. I just don't know what to talk about first. I could talk about the cartoonishly incompetent editing, or I could talk about the script that the writers had to turn in 45 minutes before the pitch meeting. Okay. We'll do both. This is Felix Rome. Felix is a combination of Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, and the dude that's banging your mom, also Ebenezer Scrooge. He made an app called Bombazon, which I'll just take a wild guess at what that does. This is Felix's wife, Ellen. Hang on, listen to this audio quality switch.
That is true. Right, Samantha?
It's right. Let's get at it.
Now keep in mind, this is a music studio producing this, so audio mistakes, fucking inexcusable. Other than introducing Ellen, this scene gives us some side characters. We have the white girl, the girl who's listening to one of the studio's rappers' music, and a gay caricature. None of the scenes in the salon have any relevance. This is JQ, also known as JQ the Legend. He's sort of a figment of Felix's imagination. This is a guy whose music is getting promoted in this movie. If a song has lyrics and it's being played in this, it's written by him. You know the main thing this movie talks about? This fucking app? What even is this app, actually? So you'd think it'd be Amazon. And I mean, you're mostly right, except she orders food with it, and the kid is playing games on it, and later in the movie, she calls an Uber with it? How is he not the richest man on the planet? Like, whenever someone has a phone on in this movie, it isn't actually on, and you won't notice because it'll be like this, right? Except if they turn their phone over, the screen's fucking black. Oh look, here's this kid and his dad. He's an iPad kid, and his granddad could be replaced with the sign that says those darn millennials, and you lose absolutely nothing. Another annoying thing, every time someone's on their phone, they play the same exact soundbite no matter what the context is. Oh look, the kid's on his phone and the granddad doesn't like it.
Did you just hit me with a pillow? I swear I can't do nothing in this house.
My nigga, you aren't even playing anything. Why are you getting so pressed? So this movie does a lot of little things that stack up really, really fast. You know, it does a lot of big things too. But like, let's look at one of the small things. So in this scene, Ellen is trying to read and Felix is trying to sleep. Felix is a bit bothered by her phone, so he says,
"Why your light gotta be so bright?"
Felix, if you're trying to sleep, maybe turn off your fucking light?
Says our town's tech king.
What does that have to do with your phone being bright? There's little stuff like that all over the place in this movie. Oh, you want another little thing? Let's take a look at this scene. So we get a look at Obama's on company meeting, right? There's a whole host of problems just in this one screenshot. Look at this Last Supper ass seating arrangement. Can you imagine sitting in the middle and having to whip your head around every time you need to listen to someone? They did this because they don't know how to seat everyone and get them in one shot. The thing is though, when you're filming, you can use multiple cameras? So you can actually just sit them how a regular fucking person would sit at a business meeting and then edit the film. Oh, I forgot they don't know how to do that. I'd also like to point out that in the time I've been talking, the dialogue hasn't gotten any better.
More kids, more money. You understand what I'm saying? More kids, more money.
If I don't pick up the pace, we're gonna be here all day. So Felix misses out on a date with Ellen because he's working, and when he bumps into the security guard, he Jimmy Neutron brain blasts into a dream about Santa's workshop? This is JQ and Ray J? So the movie takes a bizarre turn, and Felix is essentially being held hostage in Santa's sweatshop, being forced to make toys until he learns the message of the film. So he asks Santa and JQ for his cell phone so he can, nigga, don't look into the fucking camera! He asks JQ and Santa for his phone so he can call his wife, and he doesn't get any reception. Yes, this is a plot point. So they took Felix to the doctor's office off screen, and while they were doing that, the writers just looked up a random sleep-related syndrome to give to Felix. So the doctor says this.
Our best guess is that he has some form of Klein-Levin syndrome. It's characterized by 20 hours of sleep or more. But
Klein-Levin syndrome is a very rare and very real sleep disorder that's predominantly seen in young men. It's characterized by recurring periods of excessive sleep, up to 20 hours per day. This nigga is in a fucking coma. To the writers, if you happen to be watching this, someone being asleep for 20 hours one time does not give them sleeping beauty syndrome. It means they're in a coma. Wait, hang on, watch this music studio, forget how to mix audio. Did they accidentally throw a low pass filter onto it? Can you imagine if I sounded like this all the time? There's two plot threads I've been actively trying to avoid talking about. Ray J, like the elf Ray J, thinks he's bad at making toys, and the kid keeps seeing Santa on his phone but keeps calling it a glitch. This scene is entirely irrelevant, but I need to talk about this. Ellen asks the kid if he wants any cookies or whatever, so she calls her friend from the salon over to help. Now how fucked do you think this countertop is gonna look when I zoom out? Look at this! There's so much egg and flour and sprinkles and chocolate chips on the counter. I'm sorry, did you get some on the fucking wall? Also, this is a girl that listens to JQ the Legend's music, so you know we gotta play some of that while she's cooking. Hey, do you guys wanna hear the message in the movie again?
Money isn't everything. Quality time.
We get some goodbyes from the people that were holding Felix captive. JQ almost says fuck, and then Felix wakes up in the hospital, realizes that he's been neglectful as a father and husband, and decides to sell his business instead of, oh, I don't know, delegating some of his responsibilities? Then we get an ending Christmas scene where the elves show up? Wait, was Felix physically present at the shop? Anywho, we get another JQ the Legend song over the credits, and there's an end credit scene? This isn't YouTube or whatever dropping quality, this is just how it was recorded. Why throw this in here? That's for shits and gigs? Whatever. This movie's baffling to me, because I thought with a shorter runtime, they wouldn't be able to fuck up this much. But damn, was I wrong. For example, let's take a closer look at this hospital scene before the end of the movie. Felix wakes up, and the doctor uses a stethoscope on him, which doesn't make any fucking sense because you can hear the heart rate monitor. But the heart rate monitor isn't even fucking on? Like, it's just dumb little stuff like this that persists in the movie solely because of the lack of shits the editors gave. I'm never, ever letting you guys vote on something again. Fuck that. That being said, there's another poll for my next Christmas movie review up on my community page, because I'd like to get another one of these out before Christmas, and I think you guys like contributing. That's going to be all from me today. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure you like and share it, and comment down below what you thought of the app that stole Christmas. Also make sure you subscribe, because it's the best way to support the channel and join the growing community we have here. Plus, it'd make me pretty happy. Anywho, I'm Knightley, you've been incredible, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.